Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jamie. I'm just doing a quick video this morning about HPIL Holdings. I'm doing a video because I have some shares. I'm not endorsing the stock. I'm just going to talk about it because when I did a search, so I was just curious about it for the shares that I have. I saw there was not a lot of videos, and the ones that were up there were kind of weird. They were like this electronic voice of, just spouting off percentages and trends and anyway. But so I own 485,250 shares of this company in Thinkorswim, and my goal for this was to have 1 million shares. And again, it's 0.0011, right now. When I got it, I was at like 0.0059. So I'm down $2,000 on this stock. But the reason why I'm holding, right, and the reason why I didn't sell, it just say, I'm taking a loss, is because they're in a lot of different things, and you can do your own research into the company, and it doesn't mean that they're going to succeed. It doesn't mean that it's guaranteed. It's just that for the risk reward, I thought it was worth it from when I looked at, based mainly on this Apogee, I think it's called Apogee D7. That's it. Okay, so the Apogee D7, this is a state-of-the-art four-seater fully electric vehicle that will be the first to ever feature the groundbreaking Apogee powertrain, which basically is supposed to be a self-charging electric vehicle, which sounds good. And there's supposed to be a motorcycle, and this is owned by, you can see here, a division of HPIL. So if that happens, if it does come to fruition, and everything they're talking about really comes to pass, I mean, it could be a very huge thing. So forget a dollar, right? Like it could go way up over that. But in the meantime, I'm just sitting on it, and I'm about to buy another $500,000, 500,000 shares, not dollars, because it's only going to be $500-600. And at that point, that would put me at 1 million shares, and I just sit on them regardless for months or years, whatever, just and see where it goes. But that's one I was looking at. I wanted to talk about it for a second. When I looked at it this morning, just as a quick, I see it's down 8%. It says its pre-market's 0.0011. You can trade this. I trade on Thinkorswim. You can't trade on Webull or Robinhood. I'm sure there's other platforms you could do it. But overall, I had gotten to a penny, and I was up, a couple grand, but then it's been on a downtrend. And if I click this up, you can see my lines. Like I drew that little green line at the 0.0023 because when you pull back, it looks like there was some, let me go over here. So you can see like there was some support and resistance at these levels, right? So it's kind of going up and then hit down, going up, hit down, just kind of like bounced off of that and then kind of fell underneath it. It's been under it now for some time. So I think they call that word capitulation, right? Or consolidation, or like where it's kind of accumulating at this point. So I'm thinking it's going to accumulate here in this level. So it did fall below that previous, sorry about that. It did fall below that 0.00112, right? It's below that now. So I think it's going to either head down to the 0.000, 5 or 6, which is what I'm waiting for. I'm kind of seeing what it does right now. Or it's going to head back to retest this 0.0023. So, right, so that's what I'm thinking. It's either going here or going here, and that's what I'm waiting for as it sits there right now. So I'm going to see if it's going to go down, trend down further. Obviously, I get a little extra shares for that $500-600 that I'm willing to invest into this at the 1 million shares, and just kind of hold and forget about it. But that's what I was looking at. And there's other stuff that they're doing, but I didn't see anything significant other than this Apogee D7 thing that I'm really kind of waiting to see what happens. So that's it. I will quickly just talk about my Upstart, because I talked about the last 3 videos. I mean, this morning, pre-market, it's up $1,264, which is great. That's a good return. I won't collect all that if the person that has my covered call, you can see that right there. I have a $96 strike price Oops. $96 strike price. Can I get to that? Okay. Oh, the other one's still there. Do it one more time. So that means the person paid $520 to me in the premium. So I think anything over 96 to break even, he has to get to say 101 something. And it's over 101 right now. I think it's at 102. 101.28. It was at 102. So we'll see if it holds. I personally hope it goes back down to 96. I'd like to hold 100 shares instead of having to rebuy them again. But if the person executes and he'll take, for every dollar it goes over 101, his break even, he's making $100. If it goes to 102, 103, now I don't know how high it went this morning. Let's see if I go over to Upstart. And then I get out of, let's see, we go to 5 minutes, right? So it went to 102.46. Now you can see that. 102.46 was its high, right? So it'll either kind of hold that and go up to previous highs or previous, not maybe as high as it was. If I go to 1 hour chart, I mean, it was at 1, I remember it was at 118, 119. So, it could be heading back up to that level, which would be great for the person that has a contract, but they only have 2 days to decide what they're going to do. So they're going to either, because they have to get to a certain amount, or their option expires worthless. So, I mean, I know that for me, short-term contracts, and if I do calls, if I buy a call for 1 or 2 weeks, or even up to 3-6 months, they generally don't work out for me, I found. So I prefer to sell the premium. So for me, I'm okay with losing the shares, taking that $400 profit plus the $520. They give me a $920 profit. And hey, if the other person makes a few $100 for that $520, good for him or her. But then I'll just repeat that, and that's my strategy for holding Upstart company. Upstart Holdings is what I meant to say. HPI Holdings. So just was talking about that because that was, maybe I should do that. I should do previous video recap, just where it's at. But I did want to talk about the HPI Holdings today, as I do think it's a cool stock. It's nothing to go crazy on, whether you invest $100, $1,000, or whatever you're willing to do. Everything going on in the world, which we don't need to talk about, is having a big effect on the market in general. So I'm very careful of what I'm doing. I'm not really buying any cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin. I get a little bit each month, and that's something else I'm holding, for forever, right? And when I'm gone, all the kids will get the Bitcoin, and hopefully it'll be worth a lot of money, by then, if things keep going the way they're going. So that's my take this morning. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. I'm off today, and I have a bunch of errands to do, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.